Hello,
Hey.
guys. We've been doing this for a long time. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm nervous today.
Ronnie's been sitting here for
I was
5 minutes.
this is gonna. I don't know when we should go live. Like this is a big show. This is a big show. This is the biggest show we've done, I think.
Yeah, at least tying for first, right?
For sure, in the Jewelry Concierge Live. By the way, welcome in to the Jewelry Concierge Live show. Galen, what an event it has been so far.
It has been wonderful. It's been busy.
It's been insane.
And I feel like we've really outdone ourselves once again.
Every single time. That's our job here. That's our number one thing,
right.
to outdo the last time.
Which is increasingly difficult, I must say.
Very difficult.
And I think we've done it again, needless to say. But
yeah. I mean, certainly from a Jewelry Concierge Live show today, it's
you guys
hard.
Are in for a treat.
It's hard to keep bringing things and making it exciting. But I think today's going to do that. This is the adding value.
Yeah.
This is the largest variety in the Jewelry Concierge show that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Galen. The largest. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'm telling you. What we've done for you here today is we took a look at the list and we took a look at everything that was available. And what we did is we picked 2 of each gemstone variety for you. Okay? Things that we think, wow, that's special. Wow, the value is there. Wow. You know, the best 2 of its type.
Of its type, right.
Of its type. And what I want to do for you, because there's so much variety in this show, I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth too. There is nobody on planet Earth that can explain these varieties, these gems. Look, I can sit here and do a good job. I'm all right. All right? But there's nobody in the world that can explain these varieties more than Mr. Don Kogan, our fearless gem hunter. Because look, guys, he's the guy that goes down these holes. You know what I mean? Goes down the hole. He goes there and he finds these gems and he sources them all over the world and brings them to you here in the Don's Club and Cat Florence. And if you are watching right now, welcome into the show. Welcome into the Don's Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is the number 1 rule of the Don's Club, Galen?
We do not talk about
We
the
do
Don's
not
Club.
talk about. You might hear us talk about it a little bit during this show.
Touch here, a little bit there.
But that's fine because this is a digital... We burn this Mission Impossible style after.
That's right.
You'll never see it again unless
Scrape the hard
you
drive.
subscribe to YouTube. Little plug there. Subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah, press that subscribe button.
No, it's going to be a great show. And we're going to get straight into it. Like I said, I'm going to show you a piece. We're going to get Don's introduction into that piece, an explanation into that piece. And then we're going to show you another one of the same gem variety. And guys, here's the key. Here's the kicker. Every single piece that we are going to show you is one price.
I actually forgot about that. We were talking so
You forgot.
much about the
You forgot.
variety.
I forgot. It's one price.
It's a one price show.
It's a one price show.
That's the biggest part of this whole thing.
And then, look, and there's no pieces in here that should be one price.
No.
That's the thing. This price that we're at, every single piece should be more. We know that. You know that. If you go and look at the piece on catflorence.com, you'll see the price that it is supposed to be selling for, the retail price. But the Don's Club price is heavily discounted.
Yes.
Because Don is the person that sources the gem, and he does it on his raw cost, based on his raw cost, which is why we get so many people writing in, thanking us for the Don's Club and the Cat Florence Atelier on a daily basis. We really do.
Yeah, the value is unbeatable. The quality, as you know, with Cat and Don is unbeatable. And Ronnie and I have really curated a heck of a collection here to display that value. So,
I can see Galen's phone ringing in the corner over here. We're live. This is live. We are your jewelry concierges.
Cannot pick up right now.
Speak to Janie. Speak to Michael. When this show finishes in an hour from now, we're all yours. But nothing right now.
If we can get through this in an hour, I will be impressed.
If you didn't get the text message giving you the one price, if you didn't get the email giving you the one price, find out the Don's Club price on this live event right now. You can email us at contact at catflorence.com. If you're in the USA, you can text us +1 855 924 3255, or you can call any of the free phone numbers that are listed online right now. If you're watching on YouTube, click the link, takes you straight through to the Atelier website, and you'll see everything there. You'll see every piece that's available and all the good contact details. There's many, many ways that you can contact us. I would say millions of ways, but Galen corrects me all the time. There's a few ways
Gotta
that you
keep
can
them
contact
honest,
us.
you know.
There's a million ways. Galen's like, there's three. All right, there's three. Without further ado, we need a drum roll sound effect, Aulia. We need a drum roll sound effect.
Yeah, for next time.
Let's get into the show. The first piece, the first gem variety, we're going to listen to what Don Kogan has to say about the piece, and then we're going to go and show you another piece, and so on and so on. You get the gist. All right? Oh, hit it, DJ. Let's go.
Now you're looking at an old collectible stone of mine. Now, this comes from Ilakaka in the southern part of Madagascar. Now, let me tell you what happened in Ilakaka. When I got there originally, there was 100 people mining. It was small scale, all artisanal mining. And then they discovered some quantities of these natural colored sapphires. I mean, pinks, greens, yellows, blues, all these different colors of sapphires in small scale mining. Then the rush was on. This is Africa 101. 10,000 people started to migrate down to this particular area. If you look online, you'll see they actually, along the main road, you can see pictures of 1 year before and 1 year after, and they literally built a city out of tin shack. It was crazy. They had casinos, they had restaurants, they had everything. It was insane. Bars, nightclubs. It was insane just for the local miners. And you had 10,000, then 20,000, then 30,000, then 50,000 people mining. And the rush was on. This was early days Africa, late 90s, early 2000s, that discoveries like this were happening throughout the Africa continent. And I was very active on the ground. When I was down there, when I was down in Ilakaka, I was one of the first guys in. So I started seeing stones that I wasn't usually used to seeing. Like this particular stone, if you look at it, even though it gets certified as cornflower blue, I tell you, it has purple flashes within the crystal structure. That's why I held on to it, because this I've only ever seen from Ilakaka. I have seen color change blue to purple that comes out of Sri Lanka, but Ilakaka material has like this amazing color that disperses through the crystal structure. It's perfectly clean. I mean, you're looking at a 3.57 carat top gem. Unheated clean is impossible. Do you know that 99.99999% of all Ilakaka sapphire has been sold to Thailand and heated in Thailand and sold as pink sapphire, sold as all different colors, you know, whether pink, blue, etc. But the majority of it goes through heat because it's to reduce the sleepiness or increase the color slightly. But every once in a while, I would pull across because I would sell this rough to Thailand because that's my core business, is selling rough. And then they would heat it and go on to cut it and sell it into the main markets like New York, etc. But every once in a while, I'd pull away or pull out one stone that was so special and so different that you just don't see them in other locations around the world, whether it's Sri Lanka, whether it's Mozambique, etc. What you are looking at here is a fully certified, unheated Ilakaka 3.57 carat, perfectly clean top cornflower blue with purple pink flashes coming through the crystal structure. Extremely rare. You've also got an aeronautically engineered Cap Florence design here. And guys, remember, you're paying based off of the price that I pay per gram for the rough that I buy. And I buy in parcels of 50 kilo, 100 kilos, because I sell rough and I cherry pick this stone out and charge myself the same price per gram. So if you're a Don's Club member, you're hitting a home run with this piece, because there's no way for me to find this color anymore. This dates back 20 years ago. So old school, great sparkle, great fire, exquisite luster, and just a whole nother variety of fully certified, unheated, collectible sapphire.
Oh, what a stone to start with, Ronnie. What a piece.
We started all right, my friend. Give me some of that.
Yeah, no, that was...
You see that?
That was awesome.
Beautiful gem. Guys, if you know the one price on this show, and you know the price of that piece, you don't even hesitate for a second. Ilakaka, Madagascar and Sapphire. The color, irreplaceable. You heard what Don said. To get that color now is just not possible. It is beautiful. The mount was gorgeous. If you don't know, contact at catflorence.com. If you don't know, now you'll know. All right? Contact at catflorence.com. Find out. From one sapphire, one location to another. I told you this is going to be one after the other. All right, this is from Ilakaka, Madagascar, all the way to Ceylon. Let's take a look at this Ceylon sapphire now. Ceylon Sri Lanka, look at that. Look at that. Big shout out to Miss Cat Florence on this piece.
Yeah, you can always tell the stones that really speak to her because she just loads them up with diamonds.
Loaded, my friend. That says a carat 68. That could be 3 carats.
That looks every bit of 3 carats.
That could be 3 carats. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. Of course, you've got a 2 carat 67 unheated Ceylon Sri Lankan sapphire. Okay, cornflower blue in color, certified unheated. Almost 3 carats there, cut beautifully. Slightly lighter in color.
Yeah,
from the last one. Look, these are varieties. These are natural gemstones. You're going to see it's the same variety, the same gem, but not all are created exactly the same.
Right.
You know, they're all different. Some might have better clarity. Some might have deeper saturation. You know, it just depends. Crystallization, many, many different things that, look, it is gorgeous. And if you, again, I'm just trying to do the math here for a second. The mount here, the price that we are selling this piece, Galen, you'd be lucky if you can get the mount for. With that amount of diamonds, 18 karat gold.
Yeah, you take that sapphire out, put that in a normal jewelry store.
And it goes for more.
Yeah, you could sell the empty ring for more than what we're asking.
It goes for more. You could sell the mount for more than we're selling the piece. And that's the craziness here of the Don's Club. All right? Absolutely. So you guys now get it. You understand. You're going to see a piece from Don with his voice and a piece from us. And look, we selected all the pieces. So it's irrelevant. Which one you want, it doesn't matter. This is not a competition. Okay, this is not you go, I go. Me and Galen sat down and like, all right, what can we fit into one show? What can we fit under one price point? And there's half of these pieces shouldn't be at this price. I mean, most of these pieces shouldn't be at this price point.
Moved them into this price.
We're like, oh, let's bring that down into the one price point. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
That's correct.
And then we said, okay, one price point, let's pick the best 2. So we might have looked at 4 or 5 sapphires and went, okay, those 2.
Those 2.
4 or 5 rubies, those 2. Paraibas, those 2. And so on and so on. And that's what we've done in this show. We've really just cherry-picked out the finest 2 that we could find at that one price point, just to make it easy for you. Everything on the website right now, everything above the grand event, below where you're watching these 2 people here, down there, everything is one price point.
I cannot be sold for that price. Unfortunately.
He's half the price, 50%.
50%.
You buy one, you get one. Okay, buy one, get one, 3. You have to buy me. All right, he's the freebie. All right, let's take a look at the next piece. Yeah.
These particular pink sapphires that are formed in Luc Yen, Vietnam, are formed exactly the same as the Magog pigeon blood red rubies. Very high concentration of chromium within the crystal structure. They're all formed in marble host rock. So they grow individually in the marble host rock, and they gather tremendous amounts of chromium, and that's what gives them their vivid, deep, rich saturation. What you're looking at is one of the finest neon pinks that Mother Nature produces, period. It is a 2.54 carat coming out of Luc Yen, Vietnam, grown in the marble host rock amongst other rubies. So it is actually the relative of the ruby, except it is the most saturated pink. It comes fully certified, unheated, natural. It is a super gem for the collector who wants a pink that is just mind-blowing. This isn't pink. It is like a super pink. It's like a superhero pink. The most vivid pink that Mother Nature produces, period. The stone, 2.54 carat, a lot of diamond in this ring as well. Kat has specifically micro pave set these diamonds all throughout this ring. You've got a tremendous amount of diamonds as well. 2.38 carats, so a lot of sparkle coming out as well. And the pink sapphire is just to die for. Once you see this at home, I tell you, you will love it. If you love deep saturation and you like excellent quality in something that Mother Nature usually does not produce, this is it. It is very uncommon to find this saturation unless you're looking at a 10 carat up, extremely rare stone. But this color, this size is a miracle. It comes out of a very rare region, and it is special, special quality.
Beautiful piece.
Golly.
Absolutely gorgeous. That's what I love about the Don's Club and working with Don and Kat is the variety. That was a Vietnam unheated pink sapphire. Don, look, there's nobody in the world who buys the variety, and there's nobody in the world that buys more corundum, ruby and sapphire than Don Kogan. He's the king of corundum. There is nobody that comes close since he was a child, you know, since he was a young 13 years old in Canterbury, sorting through sapphires. He has bought sapphires from every locale on planet Earth. You know, there is nobody that knows his stuff more. That's why, again, going from Vietnam, like you've just seen now, the next piece that we're going to show you, and we can just go ahead and show it, Aulia, is the Ilakaka Madagascar, just like Don explained in the first video, but it was a blue material. You know, I love it when he tells the stories about all these gems and how it comes where they found a small deposit, then all of a sudden overnight there were tens of thousands of people there, and they built a little village.
Yeah, the influx, and it's not just the variety like you alluded to, Ronnie, but the education you get with Don Kogan is second to none.
I've been into jewelry stores, Galen, and you know, because I like to test people. I'm a bit of an antagonizer, you know how it is, and go in and say, okay, that's a nice emerald. Where's it from? They don't know.
Is it treated? Is it oiled?
They don't know.
Yeah, the answers like, you get.
The answer is it's $19,000.
Let me check with my manager.
Like, do you know where it's from? No. That's the thing with Don Kogan and Kat Florence jewelry. Everything ethically sourced, traced from start to finish.
Yeah, the chain of custody.
Don can tell you the hole he crawled in to get it. You know what I mean?
He can take you there.
He can take you there and show you. He's still there. We don't know where he is at the moment. But, you know, from start to finish, you know what I mean? Mine to market.
Absolutely.
There's that whole process. Beautiful gem here. This is a deeper in color, more of a kind of purpley pink,
yeah.
In this one. And again, guys, these are all natural, all heated. You are going to see differences in the variety, differences in the color. This is that deeper, more saturated. Again, you've got a carat 40 in the D flawless diamonds, 2 carat 01 in the sapphire. Clarity is amazing.
Yeah,
clarity is unquestionable. I love the depth of color there. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, the purple's lovely. And the other one was like maybe a hair off of a ruby. Just one color difference from, you know, and like you said, from the same marble host rock.
Do you know how expensive that kind of quality is? That kind of material?
Yeah, go shopping. Try to find it.
Try and replace it. Impossible. The diamonds and the mount will cost you more than what we're doing, the one price in this show. All right, this next gem.
Absolutely.
Love this next gem. You could search high and low. I don't care how good you think your jeweler is, and there's some fantastic jewelers out there. There really, really are. We love you all. Not all of you. Some of you. Go and find one of these. Or this next one, leave Don's voice in, of course. Let's keep it going. Show the piece.
In the world of cat's eye, the king of them all, the most in demand, the most sought out after, is the Chrysoberyl milk and honey cat's eye from Sri Lanka. This material is extremely rare. Now, it's rare to be found even in 1-2 carat sizes. It can go for 5 digits a carat. But when you can get it above 3 carat, that is immaculate. What you have here is a 5.38 carat, perfectly crystallized. This baby, you can see right through the crystal structure. That's what makes it extremely rare. It's fabulous. I mean, this is for the fanatic who wants crystallization and chatoyancy and milk and honey all within the same crystal structure, which never ever happens. This stone is 100% natural. It comes from Sri Lanka. You've got that milk and honey effect. Now, what's really interesting with cat's eye chrysoberyl is the best quality stone's eyes actually open and close, and you'll see that phenomenon within this stone as well. If you have only one light source, it becomes a singular eye, but a lot of times when you're in a room, there'll be 2 LED lights. So what'll happen is the eyes will split, and then you can actually open and close the eye. It actually opens and closes like a cat's eye, exactly. And then under sunlight, because that's one predominant ray, it will just be a perfect cat's eye effect. But also what's interesting, and this doesn't happen in 99.99999% of all chrysoberyls in the world that are milk and honey, is crystallization. Usually these stones are opaque. This stone is crystal. It is top gem, and it is so rare. This type of material, hard to put a price on what you cannot replace. This is a unique stone. It's excellent quality. It comes out of my personal collection. You've also got over 1 carat of flawless diamonds, dripping diamonds set along this aeronautically engineered Cat Florence design. Beautiful piece of jewelry. Sits on the hand perfectly. Just special for the person who wants textbook, the finest quality Chrysoberyl cat's eye that Mother Nature produces.
Look. I challenge anybody. Everybody thinks, Alexandrite, the rarest, that cat's eye Chrysoberyl, milk and honey, with the winky, like Don explained in the video, with the winky. Go and find me a winky cat's eye Chrysoberyl anywhere. Go and try and find it. We have two. You try and find it anywhere. Go and ask your jeweler for a milk and honey cat's eye Chrysoberyl with crystallization.
Yeah, like Don said, normally opaque, sleepy.
No, try and find it with crystallization with that lava glow inside. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's bring up the next one. There you go. So you can almost see the winky. If they were to move that left to right, or they put me in the box, you can see the two lines there? When you move that up and down, left to right, you're going to see the winky. That was what I was talking about.
And a very difficult phenomenon to show under multiple light sources.
Very.
But like Don said, when you get this in the sun under just one light source, you'll see exactly what he's talking about.
And you see what he was talking about with the crystallization of the gem as well, the transparency in that stone. Normally, very, very, very... I mean, you have to have inclusions in the gem in order to have that chatoyancy. That's how it's created. But to have also transparency and beautiful transparency in the gem in order to show beautiful, very, very difficult. Yep. And that's what you're seeing there. Again, a mountain of diamonds, 2 carats of flawless almost. The diamond replacement diamonds alone in this, just for the diamonds, are close to $9,000. You email contact@catflorence.com and find out, okay, how much that piece is, and you'll scratch your head. I said, well, the diamonds are $9,000, there's gold, there's Cat Florence, and then it's like, what? That's the price. You'll be in shock. Trust me. All right, the next variety, and for anybody that's just tuned in, because I see so many of you tuning in constantly throughout this event and throughout this show, and we have people watching on YouTube and around the Tinternet as well, around the world. This is the largest variety show we have ever done here. And the next variety type that we're about to show you, of course, the next gem type is Tanzanite. It's a gemstone that you all know, probably. You all understand. You guys have seen Tanzanite before, I'm sure. You don't see Tanzanite like Cat Florence Tanzanite.
Cat Florence Tanzanite, I love telling people, please get it home, look at it. I mean, Cat's Tanzanite is off the charts, really.
It's the best. I've never seen Tanzanite better because she takes Tanzanite... Tanzanite's one of those gems, the more you cut away at the gem, the lighter it gets, okay? So Cat normally loses 45-50% of the gemstone, okay, to get those Cat Florence cuts, and she still keeps the color. That crystal has to be perfect in order for that to happen. But don't listen to me. Listen to Don. Listen to our gem hunter. He'll tell you all about it.
You are looking at the finest quality that Mother Nature produces in this gem type. Tanzanite of this color saturation, especially in a large size octagon that's only 10 carat in size, to hold this vividness is impossible. Cat has cut away all that excess weight on the bottom. That's why the face is so large. You put this on your finger, it looks like a 15, 20 carat Tanzanite that you buy from anywhere else because there's no dead weight on the bottom. It's a perfect step cut. It is open. It is vibrant. You see the pink flashes. You see the blues. You see the vividness. And I tell you, this color saturation after losing so much weight to get it to this perfect cut is very difficult to maintain, and Cat has done it perfectly. It's also a significant mount here with diamonds, almost 1 1/4 carats, aeronautically engineered Cat Florence. You can see the piece of jewelry, how it sits on the hand, and you've got that spring which will hold it on your finger so it doesn't move back and forth. I mean, it is just textbook what Cat Florence wants to be. Now, when you're buying Tanzanite from Cat Florence, please understand you are not only buying the best Tanzanite in the world, you are buying the best cutting in the world, and you are buying the best aeronautically engineered jewelry in the world. And that's what you've got here. Something that people can't compete with. Literally, there is less than 30 Tanzanites that Kat has ever purchased from me that have hit this mark. And I tell you why. You've got to start with the best quality in the world. I mean, something that has such a concentration of vanadium and manganese in the crystal structure to achieve this result after cutting so much of it away. Unbelievable workmanship, beautiful piece, and this is going to make someone extremely, extremely happy.
This really, you know, Galen, we are so fortunate here at Cat Florence to show so many different gemstone varieties and types and the jewelry in which we get to show.
Right.
We really, really are. That kind of just hits the nail on the head for me. When you take a gemstone like Tanzanite and it's the finest type in the world, right? The finest Tanzanite your money can buy, cut perfectly, encased in a beautiful piece of jewelry by Cat Florence with flawless diamonds wrapped in gold. It just, everything about that piece just screamed luxurious.
And Cat Florence.
And Cat Florence.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. You know what I mean? When you see that piece of jewelry, you don't mistake that for anybody else.
No.
If you know what you're talking about and you know what you're looking at and you've seen Cat Florence before, you could look at that piece of jewelry and just know.
Tanzanite's a really good example for that too, Ronnie, because it is one of those gemstones that everyone knows about, right? And those purple and pink flashes, you know, if you know Tanzanite, you don't find that in every Tanzanite.
No, you don't.
But you find that in every one of Kat's Tanzanites.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
She will only work. I mean,
there you go.
There you go. Need we say more?
I mean, you just don't see that in every Tanzanite.
By far, one of the best Tanzanites you will ever see in your life. No joke. If you want to know the Don's Club price, you have to do one thing and one thing only. Email in contact@catflorence.com or text that number if you're in the US. Call Janie, call Michael, call your concierges around the world and find out the Don's Club price on that piece. That is one of the finest Tanzanite pieces of jewelry you will ever see in your life, period.
Yeah.
And look, I don't need to sell that. I'm not going to sit here and give you 100 reasons how to buy that or why to buy that. You either understand that and get that or you don't.
You either know what you're looking at or it's not for you.
Yeah, please don't. If it's one of those things. If you're on the fence, just leave it.
Yeah.
You won't be happy. We can't make you happy. In the Tanzanite world, I can't.
Try as we might.
I can't do it. Listen, we try. 8 carat 34 in the Tanzanite, 1 carat 54 in D flawless diamonds, KF06759.
Beautiful piece.
Going back to the next piece. All right. This next piece, again, talking of corundum, talking about Don, Padparadscha sapphire, you know, the rarest sapphire out there in the world, one of the rarest, most difficult gemstones to get. Don Kogan will bring you more Padparadscha in a month, and it's never a lot, than you're likely to see in years and years and years of searching for this stone, because you have to understand, when it comes to all gemstones, but when it comes to sapphire, Don goes through tons and tons of material.
Yeah.
Corundum, sorry. A month. He goes through tons, and he cuts and he slices and he sells off into the market, right? Whatever Don doesn't want. I mean, that's Don's real business. He's a rough guy, right? He deals with rough. Right. He buys kilos and kilos, tons of rough. He has it cut, sliced, preformed, all that good stuff, and then sells it out into the market. A lot of the big brands around the world, high-end brands, and brands that we all know and love, buy stones from Don. Yeah. Okay? But every now and again, Don will just cherry pick. Not every now and again. He does it all the time. He just not every now. He just cherry picks out the best and the finest, because these department stores, these big brands, they're not necessarily looking for the finest and the one of a kind. They're looking for volume. They need volume. They're looking for something. You know those eyes in the serpent of that brand. Yep. They need that. They need 5,000 pairs exactly perfectly matched. Right. So it has to be lower in quality. Those companies and brands that we know and love, they can work in the hundreds. Cat Florence works with one of a kind.
Yeah.
All right? So he cherry picks out the finest. Sometimes these stay in his vaults for years. 10, 15, 20 years he's had these gems, and then he gives them up. You know what I mean? And that's what we see here. So now we have 2 Padparadscha sapphires for you. Let's hear Don's take on this piece.
What you are looking at is one of the most amazing Padparadzschas you will ever see. It is fully certified, unheated, natural Ceylon Padparadscha sapphire. Now, this color is like the sunrise coming over the Ratnapura Mountains. Remember, Padparadscha is only 1 in 100,000 sapphires, and they never surpass really a quarter carat, half carat size. You've got a 2 carat up here. Unbelievable. You've also got almost 2 carats of deep flawless diamonds, 1.78 carat to be exact, but a mountain running down the band, the sparkle, the electric fire, and that Padparadscha sitting in the middle, the perfect mix of the pink and orange lotus hue just popping out of that stone. The crystallization of this stone is remarkable. It is beautiful. It comes with all the paperwork you need. It is collectible to the max. If you like to collect the most important sapphires in the world, the Sri Lankan Padparadscha belongs in your collection. They are very uncommon. Like I said, I import 300-400 kilos of rough sapphire just from Sri Lanka and around 700-800 kilos from different parts of the world. And Padparadschas are just one in very, very few. And to get above 2 carat size, you'll find less than 10 a year. And I am talking about going through 10,000 kilos of rough material. And those 10, are small. This is big. A 2 carat, this clarity, this color, lotus is not common. That's why Kat has put all those diamonds around it. The sparkle is there. The fire is there. Electric dispersion. It is a wonderful piece. It comes with all the paperwork. Unbelievable.
You heard the numbers there, Galen, from
Yeah.
Don. It goes through 100,000 gems. He's lucky to find 2.
Yeah, Padparadscha is just one of those gem types that you just have to. It's a labor of love.
Yeah, no.
Just even getting your hands on one of them.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we don't see a lot, but we see more than most.
More than most.
We see more than most.
Better than most.
And we've got another piece. Let's go straight into it. Beautiful piece here again. You've got a carat 44. Beautiful crystallization. The luster and the cutting on this gem is gorgeous.
Yeah, both of them really
They
incredible.
really, really are. You've got a carat 81 in the deflawless diamonds here. The mount, again, is very, very close to the price. To be honest with you, we're giving away. When you get the price of this and you find out the price, you're getting the Ceylon Lotus Padparadscha Sapphire for free.
It's either that or that. You're getting one of them for free.
No, you're getting the Sapphire, and that's mad. And that is mad. That is crazy. Don is gifting that Padparadscha. Find out what I'm talking about. You'll see a carat 81 in D-flawless diamonds. Look at those diamonds as well.
Just popping from that. Really accentuating that stone as well, Ronnie.
Yeah, no. It's just, it's beautiful, subtle, but when people know what it is, and it's a Padparadscha sapphire, you know the rarity, the collectability, and it's just, overall, it's a beautiful piece of jewelry. It really is.
Yeah, and you can really see that peachy orange coming through. No one's going to mistake that for a pink sapphire. Well, maybe a few, but that is a Padparadscha for sure.
If they do, just don't be friends with them anymore.
That's right. You just,
right?
if you don't know,
These are not the kind of people you need in your life. Sapphire, you're done. You're done. All right. The next gem type. We're going to stick with sapphires, and we're going to go to the blue variety of sapphire. So let's take a look, Al.
Now, this particular sapphire discovered in Madagascar has confused the world. In 2012, there was a discovery in the National Forest of Didi, next to a town called Didi, actually, where some guys pulled down some trees, and in the roots, they found some sapphires, and they took them to the capital, to Tana, and in Tana, a Sri Lankan buyer, who's a friend of mine, bought them for $20,000, flew back to Sri Lanka, sold them for $600,000. They went on to sell at auction for $2 million. This particular deposit produced some of the most immaculate blue colors to ever be discovered globally. The only other place that produces this blue is Kashmir up in the Himalayas at 13,680 feet. This is exactly identical to the material that comes out of Kashmir and constantly confused by gemologists. But I'm telling you, full transparency, that this is from Madagascar. It is unbelievable color. The cutting is remarkable. This particular stone is top notch. So if you want cashmere sapphire color, the stuff that sells for $250,000 a carat, this is identical to that color 100%. Now, I have done a lot with cashmere sapphires as well. If you follow my journeys, you'll know that I've done almost 10 trips through that area. I've done 8 walking from Padar Kashmir to Azad Kashmir, back and forth 110 miles. I've covered every valley, every village along the way, buying cashmere sapphires and different gemstones in the gemological Himalayan belt, from emerald to sphene to different varieties. And I spent almost 2 years doing this. But this particular color is constantly confused. Now, what it has inside is that velvety effect that is only found in cashmere as well. Now, Didi, that mine only stayed open for 9 months because it's in a national reserve and you're not supposed to mine in a national reserve. So what happened is in 2012, 10,000 people traveled down to Didi because of this discovery. And in Madagascar, it's crazy. It was like the gold rush in the U.S. back in the day. And basically everybody came down and they, bought as much as, mined and bought whatever they could of rough. I was in very early days and picked out all the fine blue colors. And that's exactly what this is. So this stone, dating back over 10 years ago, it is special. It is blue. It is vibrant. And if you want to do more research on the Didi location, you'll see Dr. Peretti from Swiss Lab did a report on it. I remember when he came in via helicopter because it was chaos. It was chaos. It was right in the middle of a forest. It was crazy. It was it was nuts. 10,000 people migrating, walking through the hills. It was insane. Totally my cup of tea. That's what I'm all about. But anyway, I got these stones for super value. So if you're a Don's Club member and you like to collect that vivid, royal velvet blue color that predominantly is found only in Kashmir Valley, which has been depleted for over 100 years, this is the imposter of that. Most gemologists, when looking at this, will say cashmere. The color is there. Even the silken side looks like cashmere. Everything is constantly confused. You've also got 1.5 carat of deep flawless diamonds, the baguette diamonds. And remember, the diamond price to get those baguettes in current market are well over 5 digits for this mount. Guys, I tell you, this is an old piece. This is based off of Don's Club. In Don's Club pricing, it's illegal. So if you want to get the deal of a century, you just call up and find out from the concierge, what's this going at based off my cost, and you won't even believe it. I can't even replace the diamonds in current market for the price of the whole ring. The stone is unbelievable. The quality is there. It's vibrant, it's alive, and it is just a special, special color. Now,
this is what I love about Don as well, is that we've seen a handful of these Didi cashmere color sapphires. Mm-hmm. And anybody else, if they went to a lab and the lab came back and said, that's cashmere sapphire, would go,
you bet it is.
Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. I'm not going to lie. I would keep the cashmere sapphire. Yeah. But Don, no. He's not like that. He doesn't do that. And he'll explain it to you, and he'll explain the color. Because with Don, it's all about transparency. It's all about integrity. It's all about that. And fair play to him. He said something about a cup of tea. It made me want one. I don't know what it was, but look, we thank him for that. And that's why he has the trust of the people over all these decades of years. Right. Don would say it is what it is. And it doesn't matter what you say. And sometimes it can come, and please understand this, sometimes that can come back the other way. He can have a cashmere sapphire. He knows it was from Kashmir. He bought it from Kashmir. Goes and somebody certifies it at a different location. It's like,
I know where I got this.
I was there. That's just how that's how the cookie crumbles. But Dom will never take advantage of it either way. He's always very upfront and say, look, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And they'll change it. And that's the thing. So let's show the next piece. Woo!
Wow.
I love that color.
I thought I was lost in the other one. That's
so beautiful in color. That looks like that's the vibrancy of the finest Tanzanite in the world.
I was about to say it looks almost like it, but
still has that beautiful saturation and depth that you want. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece.
That really is.
KF07027. They're both beautiful. They're both gorgeous. At the price point they're at, it's irrelevant. You can never replace them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and both
It's-
unheated, Ronnie. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. But
Then
with
talk
this
about
material,
it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, just the odds of getting an unheated sapphire.
What are they?
Very slim.
Slim to the-
99.9999%.
He's right. Okay, it is 99.9% of all sapphires in the world are heated. To find crystallized, beautiful, natural, saturated sapphire that has received no treatment whatsoever is very hard.
Yeah.
We are spoiled. We are spoiled.
That's all we look at.
That's all we have.
That's all we see.
I mean, we very, very rarely. If we have a heated sapphire, there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
All right, it's 100 carat clean, deep blue. There's something. Okay, it was prived from the tusks of an elephant or something. There's a reason.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Make up a story.
We got this. All right, 2.2 carats in the center stone, a carat in the D flawless diamonds.
I love
Gorgeous.
that ring.
But you're right, Galen. We do take it for granted unheated. You go most places in the world, you don't see sapphires, rubies, Padparadscha like this that is unheated.
Yeah.
All right? Let's move on to the next type. All right. This is beautiful. We don't get a lot of garnets, mandarin garnets, here at the Cat Florence Atelier due to the fact that Cat will only work with the finest. And here's the thing. Is mandarin garnet the rarest gemstone in the world? No. Okay, is garnet the rarest? No. Some types of it are very extremely rare. But when you're talking the finest quality, this is what Cat Florence and this is what Don Kogan do better than anybody in the world. You can, no matter what the gems type is or the gemstone is, there are rare varieties of it. Mm-hmm. There are rare varieties of quartz. There are rare varieties of topaz. Imperial topaz out of Brazil is extremely rare.
Right.
Topaz in general is not rare. Right? There are always varieties of these types of gems that are just, that's the one. And Cat only works with those ones.
Yeah.
So there's a reason we don't have mandarin garnet very often. Let's take a look at it.
You were looking at one of the largest Namibian mandarin garnets I have ever had in my collection. Not only that, it's perfectly clean, which is unheard of because you can't even get a 1 carat Namibian mandarin garnet that's clean. 2 carat is impossible. 3 carat nobody has ever seen before. But to have a 5.66 carat is a miracle. But even check this out. This stone was originally 9 carats. Cat cut it to a Cat Florence diamond cut. So it is clean and it is perfectly precision Cat Florence cut. No one in the world has a mandarin garnet that is this color, this quality, and this cut. It does not exist. This is the biggest and the best of its kind out there coming out of Namibia. This particular material is rare. What you've also got here is 1.36 carats of D flawless diamonds. What a mounting as well. Beautiful Art Deco design around that mandarin garnet from Namibia. The color is electric. It is special, and it is something to die for. And please understand, the Namibian garnet that basically put the mandarin on the map is very, very difficult to find in current market. Nothing out there above a 0.5 carat mark. And to have this cutting and to have this quality is outright a miracle. I am telling you right now, whoever gets this, there is no way for any love or money I can ever replace this stone. It's never going to happen. The design is aeronautically engineered Cat Florence to hold that stone loud and proud. It sparkles like an orange diamond. It will rival the most important colored orange diamonds in the world. And oh my goodness, I look at the Don's Club price and I slap myself. That's what 1 carat should cost of this material. 1 carat. Oh, this is crazy, but whoever gets this, true congratulations. It's impossible to replace.
See what I mean? Don explained that it's very, very, very difficult to get large sizes like this. Mm-hmm. To get large sizes and keep that depth of color and clarity in this gem type is very, very difficult. Really hard. So, look, we're lucky to have 2 that Cat will work with. Yeah. Honestly,
I wish they could hear what we're saying behind the scenes, because we really sit here, we look at the videos that you guys are watching as well, and we're just in awe of the.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Stones.
We were all sat there saying, I wish they could hear what we're saying behind the scenes. Not always. You don't always want to hear it, all right? But on that one, all 3 of us were just having a conversation with each other saying, wow, that's amazing. The
Yeah,
mount's
it really
beautiful.
is.
The color's great. We don't see a lot of them. And it's true, we don't. We see I maybe could count on one hand.
I want to say, yeah.
I think it's been less than 5 we've ever had. I really do. I don't think we've had, maybe 3. I don't know exactly how many. I'll find out for you. but we don't get them very often because Cat will only work with those big sizes. We had a 5 carat. We've now got a 7 carat.
Yeah, this one, no different.
And to keep that color and to keep that clarity is very, very difficult. A 5 and a 7 carat in this gem, really, really tough. Again, you've got a beautiful carat of carat 34 of D flawless diamonds there in the piece as well. The beautiful butterfly that Cat is very well known for on the side. I thought I got that wrong. This is not a butterfly.
No, I just didn't notice. I see.
That's a monkey running up the side there. No, that's the butterfly.
Put it past you.
It's a beautiful piece. All right, moving on. Now, the next, we have 3. We couldn't narrow this down to 2.
This was a difficult decision.
We couldn't narrow it down to 2, so there's 3 of them. And you have to understand, guys, unheated Paraiba tourmaline, there is not many people on Earth that would bring that to you.
Yeah.
And here's why. If you heat it, they go blue, right? And everybody...
They go blue, they go up in value.
Yeah, but here's the thing, do they? Because you look at Tanzanite and you look at diamonds, for instance. There was a time when the pinks and the blue diamonds, they were just discard. No one wanted them. Tanzanites, yellows, pinks, greens, these natural tans, they were just... They just wanted the blue. And, they didn't want the colors. Don likes to keep these gemstones in their natural, how they came out of the ground. And there aren't many people that do that, and he holds on to that, and that's what I love about Don, really. But listen, he can explain it better than me. So let's go and watch the piece and have a look at the piece and see what he has to say.
You were looking at one of the finest colors of unheated Paraiba that Mother Nature produces. The quality is undeniable. Now, Kat's insane. She has taken an 11 carat and cut it to a 5.5 carat perfect precision diamond cut. This stone sparkles like you've never seen before. It's the copper and the manganese within the crystal structure is popping out of it. You see the blue flashes because that's actually the Paraiba color within. All that happens with unheated Paraiba and Paraiba is when you heat it at 600 degrees, you oxidize out the pinks, the purples, the grays, leaving only the electric neon blues, which are already present within this stone. But 99.9% of unheated Paraiba is actually not so attractive. So that material should be heated to bring out those electric blues. But what about the perfect colors? The colors the hand of Mother Nature produced, like this stone, that you will never see again. Because once you heat it, it is gone forever. And it's the same thing with Tanzanite. If you remember pink Tanzanite, green Tanzanite, if you heat those, they turn light blue. But right now, pink Tanzanite selling for 5,000 to 6,000 a carat in Tanzania, where blue maximum is 800 a carat. So that's the situation because it's supply and demand. People don't know much about these unheated Paraibas, but when they do, prices are going to go nuts. There are very few stones in the world of this color. And I predominantly, as one of the largest sellers of rough Paraiba in the world, have preserved the natural colors where I could. Everything else was sold to different factories, and I sell the rough, so that I sell them the rough, and then they automatically heat it and they cut it and they sell it to distributors around the world. But this is a special stone if you want textbook, a color that is extremely rare to be found in the unheated form. This is a 5.5 carat perfect precision cap Florence diamond cut with 1.16 carats of D flawless diamonds. A lot of sparkle, the eye of the dragon. This is remarkable quality. It is something extremely rare.
That gemstone is fire.
Amazing.
Look, all the gems in this show, whichever one speaks to you, that's the one you should get. That one just spoke to me. That one just spoke to me. That one said, Ronnie, get your credit card out. That's what that one just said. I don't know if I've... Yeah, that was amazing.
The color, the cutting.
It was vibrant.
The mount, everything about that piece was exceptional.
You might have to lend me the money, though, because my credit card's maxed. It's been a month.
I'm on a 50% discount right now.
It's been a month. It's been a month. Guys, like Don said in that video, if that was to be heated, I think he said 600 degrees, you're going to see vibrant blues. Now, when you look at Paraiba rough, in its rough form, it either is that pinky purple color, or you'll see it in green.
Right.
That's how it kind of looks in the rough. You'll see, it almost looks like kind of small rounded pebbles, how it kind of forms in the ground. You'll be pink, purple, or green. I want to show you a couple of green pieces. Again, they're both 100% natural, unheated. This is the pendant right here. This, again, not treated in the slightest. Just the same way as Don said. If this was to be heated, you would see blues come out of this gem. But he kept it in its natural form. And you've got a heart shape there. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. 5.48 carats in the stone. Flawlessly clean. Cut to perfection. Certified unheated Paraiba Tourmaline necklace. You've got half a carat of flawless diamonds. That is just an elegant, elegant necklace. Look at that.
Yeah, I love it on the bust there.
People are going to love that. You might want to remove us for a second so we don't lose it. No, that's too much. Too much work. There we go. Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible.
All right, and the next piece. Again, here you've got a slightly deeper saturation of green. The other one was a little bit more olivey.
Right.
This one, slightly deeper in color. The cutting from Cat Florence on this, I mean, this must have been a 14, 15 carat before it was cut down.
And hopefully you guys can see now the difficulty that Ronnie and I had narrowing this down to 2. We said, look, we got it down to 3. That's got to be good enough.
We got it down to 3. The fact that we even had 3 to choose from
was
unbelievable. Those kite diamonds on the side as well, we don't see those very often. Those are a thing of the past, the kite-shaped diamonds from Cat Florence. Used to be the signature. Now we don't got any.
Used to be the signature.
Now we don't have any. Very hard to get. Beautiful gem. A large gem at 7 carats, cut to perfection, a carat 20 in the flawless diamonds, 12.57 grams of 18 karat gold. Guys, we showed you 3. Take your pick. They're all the same price. All right? Don't forget that.
Yeah.
They're all the same price. Every single piece in this show that we've shown you so far and that we're going to continue to show you to the end are all one set price. And to find out that price, what do? Contact at catflorence.com. Just ask your jewelry concierge, what is the one price? What is the price of KF0, blah, 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 whatever the number is. All right, just find out the price, and you'll be shocked. Or if you have any other questions, our job here is not just to give you the price. Okay, you might have questions about treatment. You might have questions about cutting, millimeter size of the gem, gold, whatever it is. It is our job as your jewelry concierge to guide you through the process. Look, we get new customers every single day here at the Don's Club in the Cat Florence Atelier. Okay, every single day. But we understand taking that leap of faith, you know, over a live TV channel or over the internet, you know, that's taking a leap of faith.
Sure.
We get it, okay? But we also have the beauty and added bonus of Don Kogan and Cat Florence, who are known all over the world, right? And if you look on Cat Florence, you Google Cat Florence, you see all the 5-star reviews.
Yeah, and we have a lot of things in place as well to ensure and guarantee your satisfaction. So
absolutely,
it's really risk-free buying.
Yeah, no, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
So if you need any help, Ronnie's right. You know, email in. It's not always about price. Sometimes you want our opinion.
Yeah,
and we're more than happy to provide it. So
for sure. The next gem type, a Jedi, easy for you to say, a Jedi spinel. Again, this is one of those gems you might spend a lifetime trying to find, and the quality that Don brings us is unbelievable. Let's listen to what Don has to say about this gem variety as we go through them.
Now, this is something you just do not see. First of all, this shape in Jedi spinel is extremely uncommon because the material comes in a triangle crystal structure. To get an elongated shape in Jedi spinel from Namibia is almost impossible. You rarely ever see it, but you are looking at a flawless stone. The color in this stone is neon. Look at when the light hits the back facets. It sparkles and distributes light like no tomorrow. It's perfectly clean, this stone. Extremely rare to find this type of clarity in a gem like this, and it's got the luster, and it's got that neon electric bubblegum red color. It is alive, it is vibrant, it is electric neon color. These stones now, even in Namibia, can sell for 15, 20K a carat. That's how expensive they are, even in the rough or cut form in Burma. You've also got 1.35 carats of D flawless, so the mount is already close to 10K. Almost 10K just for the mount. Once you take out the mount, you've already got a 25K wholesale stone in there. So you can imagine the value of this particular ring, the quality's there, the luster's there, the fire's there, and then you've got aeronautically engineered Cap Florence with a mountain of D flawless diamonds running down the side as well. I mean, this is just beautiful art. It sits on the finger perfectly. It has the spring that cuddles your hand or cuddles your finger and makes sure the ring doesn't move back and forth. You've got the dispersion, you've got the fire, you've got the best quality diamonds on earth with the best cutting. Welcome to the world of Cap Florence and one of the rarest gemstone types that everybody's looking for and no one can find. The world of the neon Jedi spinel.
Gorgeous piece, gorgeous piece. And this is, again, this show is all about variety. To be able to bring you that Jedi spinel, Namibian Jedi spinel, and then bring you another spinel off the back of that,
Right.
is unbelievable. Different location. This is Ceylon. Let's take a look. Woo! This neon Ceylon spinel, slightly different color there, you see? Slightly different. The other one you were seeing kind of light red, pink, kind of
Very
lighter
vibrant,
color, very
alive.
vibrant.
Yep.
Here you see a little bit more of a kind of deeper purple cherry
Almost
color.
red. You get
Yeah.
definitely some red flashes in there as well, Ronnie.
Definitely, but a big gem for spinel. Spinels are very hard to find in big sizes. It grows in the crystal structure very similar to sapphire. It grows with sapphire. Normally in places where you mine sapphire, you will find spinels. It's just the way that the layered rocks and the pressure, etc. Very small size is what we normally find. To get a 3-carat clean neon Ceylon spinel, very rare. Very rare. Big
That's a
gem.
big stone for sure.
Big gem. You've got a mountain of diamonds. 2.69 carats of D flawless. Let me get my Tamagotchi out for that one.
I'll tell you, that's
What is it? 2.69 times 4,500. Nope. I'm not even going to tell you, but the nope. It's no. To replace the D flawless diamonds alone, guys, we're already at a loss. In today's market at 4,500 a carat, just to replace the D flawless diamonds in this ring, we would already be at a loss of the price of that piece. So when I say
unbelievable,
you're getting, it's just an unbelievable opportunity. You find out the price, KF06949. Call in and say, I want the price on the one that Ronnie said is already at a loss on the diamonds.
the one that's going to turn the lights off.
Yep. If you see one of these lights flicker, it's the bank account.
That's our power bill.
It's the bank account. Minus. That one's a minus. They're all. Look, go to capflorence.com. All right? After the show, after you sit and enjoy this
When
with
you're
us.
done enjoying our show.
Yeah, I hope you sat there with a glass of wine. In Europe, it's acceptable. It's 7 o'clock. In America, what time is it here? 1 o'clock. You're fine. Open a bottle of wine. That's acceptable, isn't it?
I'm going to leave you to that, Ronnie.
It's acceptable in my house. No, guys, beautiful piece. Email in, find out the price of that piece. You'll be in shock. They're all the prices are the same. So once you know one, you know them all.
Yeah.
All right?
Very true.
Once you know, it's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah. I was going to say something then, but it was stupid, and I'll get myself into trouble. It's too early for that. Not too early to drink wine, however. All right. This next piece, look, I would love to have brought you one or two of these. Unfortunately, we only have one. One in the whole of the Cap Florence atelier, and I believe it's the only one we've ever had. If we've had another one, it sold so quickly, I have no idea.
We didn't even see it.
We didn't. Poof, it's gone. But we're going to leave Don's voice in for this, because there's nobody else in the world that can even tell you what it is. Let's go.
Cornerupine. Now, this is extremely rare. You are looking at Vanadium Cornerupine weighing in at 4.07 carat. This baby straight out of Tanzania. And I tell you, finding them this clean is almost impossible. This is perfectly crystallized. You're looking at a 4.07 carat. It will blow your mind. I mean, this will rival the finest quality Vanadium Chrysoberyl. This color is just so attractive to the eye. We do not get a lot lot of these. You will not see these around. I get maybe one every 5-10 years. They're very, very uncommon. This one I gave to Cat Florence. I usually sell them to extreme collectors in the rough form. This has over a carat of deep flawless diamonds as well. But if you're a Cat Florence collector and you collect the rare gems of the world, this is an extremely rare variety with a very, very attractive color. If you want a color that is special, that's unique, that's bright, that's alive, and a gemstone that most people will never get a chance to see, touch, or feel, this is one of them. Now, you get this basic gemstone variety. I've seen it come out of Greenland. It's very uncommon. I've seen it come out of different parts that tends to be more brownish. But to get it in this vanadium green color is extremely uncommon. And that's what makes this stone so special. The only one you will see probably every 5 or 6 years if I give it to Cat Florence, because I do not get a lot of these stones. But for the collectors who love to collect the rare gems out there, like the big spites, the bonitoites, the magnetantalites, all the rare bastonicites, all the rare gems out there that most people never get a chance to see, this belongs in your collection.
Extremely rare.
That's one of those pieces.
Yeah. Don said he gets one every 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, 5 to 10.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. I think that's the only one that I've seen.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think he said he sells them to the collectors in the rough before they even get cut. And I get it, because we don't see them very often.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, extremely rare. But we have a lot of collectors out there, Galen, that always want those kind of pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Because Cat Florence does bring you some of the rarest varieties out there in the world. We have collectors like, I've never seen that before, I want it. Sometimes they might even like, I don't even know what it is. But I know it's rare.
Because I don't know what it is.
And it's in a Cat Florence piece. So they buy it.
There you go.
All right, next piece, KF07025. This is an unheated Jedi Vivid Pink Sapphire. Gorgeous piece as well. We've been spoiled here today with pink sapphires, with sapphires in general. Please understand, it is not normal. If you go into a high street jeweler or a boutique jeweler or a high-end jeweler anywhere here in the US or anywhere in the world for that matter, go in and ask for an unheated pink sapphire of any type. It's very, very, very hard to find. Mm-hmm. Okay? Heated pink sapphire runs for big bucks.
Yeah.
Because to get a vibrant heated pink sapphire that's not completely included is hard. But it's even more difficult to get an unheated certified. And this is a Jedi Vivid Pink Sapphire. It is a gorgeous piece. A beautiful mount again by Cat Florence with a sizing spring there as well. Galen, explain the sizing spring for the people at home.
Yeah, so, the sizing spring is a flexible piece of gold, 18 karat gold still, of course, on the inside of the ring. And what Kat's done is she allows that to pinch in and give you a variable size of up to 2 sizes. So her standard Cat size is a size 8. And with that size, you would be able to wear it as small as a 6. Now, with Cat Florence and, of course, through the Don's Club, you can have that sized.
Yeah.
And Cat can actually leave the sizing spring in there. So if you wanted it sized down to a 6 or up to a 9, we can leave that sizing spring in there, and you still get those 2 sizes of flexibility.
Absolutely.
So
very well explained. And I don't know of any other company out there in the world. I've never come across another designer that uses the spring.
Yeah, and at this point, it's standard.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly that would allow you to resize it, keep the spring, because you have to understand, in most cases, if you resize that ring, this is not just a case of, I'm sorry to say it, but a normal jeweler would just snip it, add a metal or add the gold or bring it down and solder it back together.
Spring's coming out.
Yeah. This is not the case. Cat will actually recreate the whole ring and the whole mount, because it's all about symmetry and overall beauty with Cat Florence. Balance, you can't just cut and put it together. The ring goes out. It looks like, no, you don't want it. It looks like, no, you don't want it. All right? Cat will recreate the whole thing for you from start to finish, because it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Her and her team will sit and say, okay, let's recreate it again, but 2 sizes bigger, and put the spring in there. So now you can go from a 10, 9 to an 8.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's I don't know anybody... off the top of my head, I don't know anybody else that uses the spring. I certainly don't know if there is anybody out there, somebody that would offer that.
Yeah.
On a one-of-a-kind piece.
And people love that flexibility, Ronnie, because not only can you wear it on different fingers, but if you're like me and your fingers change with the seasons.
Look at me, summer. It's the camera. It's the camera.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What is it?
Show us your hands, Ronnie.
20 pounds, they say, eh? Look at this. Look at this. 20
We're back
pounds.
to that, huh? You start wearing jackets again.
Nah, it's too bloody hot. Yeah, I'm too scared. I'm too scared to lift my arms at the moment.
I think I already made that mistake once.
There's waterfalls going on under these armpits. Yeah, it's hot in this office. The aircon doesn't work. I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just tough life out here. All right. The next two pieces. The next two pieces are actually blue sapphires. I told you there's nobody in the world that can bring you blue sapphires, rubies, corundum, sapphire, ruby, Padparadscha, spinels. There's nobody in the world that can bring you the variety and the quality like Don Kogan can.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in the world that can wrap it in pure art like Cat Florence. We are spoiled, and I'm a broken record. I don't care. All right? We are spoiled here at the Cat Florence Atelier. What you're seeing here, we're showing you such a variety, so big. Please, go and find a quarter of what we've shown you here today across many different jewelers. You will not. All right? This is the best place in... I said it, and I'll happily sit here and say this is the best place in the world to buy jewelry. Where you're sat right now watching, and the Cat Florence Atelier, and Cat Florence in general, but the Atelier and the Don's Club is hands down the best place in the world to buy jewelry.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, the value is unbelievable. The Don's Club prices at times is just idiotic. There's no other word. Sometimes I sit there and I'm just like, just add a zero. We'll be fine. And I know that sounds really like, and there's people at home, no, Ronnie, we're not adding a zero. You could.
You could.
We could.
We should.
We should.
We should.
But we're not allowed, all right? Part of the Don's Club, and the whole thing we don't talk about the Don's Club is we've got to abide by the Don's Club rules. And Don passes on savings. If Don gets a savings, you get a saving. And that's amazing. It really, really is. Yeah. Oh, let's show the first piece with Don's voice.
If you were looking for that vivid electric royal blue Ceylon color, this stone will blow your mind. It is fantastic. The color is unbelievable. The clarity is unbelievable. You are looking at a 2.4 carat, fully certified, unheated Ceylon royal blue sapphire. Ladies and gentlemen, this color is hard to get in unheated stones. But this baby, fully documented, unheated, and natural. And this clarity in this color, unheard of. It's got all the paperwork. It is unbelievable. It also comes with 1.5 carats of D flawless diamonds. So the mount already sets you back $10K just for the mount. Then you've got this sapphire that sells for 5 digits a carat all day long. All day long, wholesale, and you can't even find them. When you're looking for this depth of color, it is very uncommon. Even if you look at like some of the most famous sapphires out there, like Princess Diana's ring, etc., they don't have this royal blue color. It's just not common. You know what I mean? They usually tend to have more of the cornflower or periwinkle colors, like you'll see in some Tanzanites, but this is unique and electric neon royal blue. Beautiful quality, excellent piece. The stone, 2.4 carats. The diamonds, 1.5 carat. Aeronautically engineered Cat Florence. All the way around, baby. You've got the spring inside. Sits on the hand perfectly. 2 indestructible gems. The 2 hardest gems in the world. The diamond and the sapphire combined together. If you're a person who likes to bounce your ring around, this is the one for you. Wear it every day. Wear it loud and proud. Enjoy the moment. And understand the value is just going up, up, and more up.
Beautiful, beautiful color. I love. Fun fact, my favorite color is royal blue.
Someone asked.
Specifically, for the person that asked what was Ronnie's favorite color. Shut up, Kevin.
That's the second day in a row.
Just having a moment there I was just having a moment to myself. Fun facts.
Royal blue, all right. I thought it was red.
I mean, people always ask me, what's your favorite gemstone? And my answer is always the same. The one on the invoice. Jokes.
You can hear the laughter coming through the television.
That was a beautiful gem. Absolutely gorgeous gem. Royal blue is my favorite color. And the depth of color in that, the saturation of color, unheated. To have an unheated gem, that depth, you have to understand, for a gem to come out of the ground, that color, without any need for enhancement, is really, really rare. We're joking about it, but it really, really is. Royal blue is very sought after.
And what do you get from heating, Ronnie, in case there's some people out there who might not be familiar?
No problem. It just, all heating really, really does is take out the purities of the gem. So if there's any other kind of underlying secondary colors, any grays, anything like that, it will just deoxygenizes it out. It takes it out. So it just really emphasizes the true color of the gem.
Which is why you can find sapphires out there that might look like that, but of course they will be heated.
Yes.
So the unheated variety for that color is exceptionally rare.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, that was just Mother Nature at her finest, having a barbecue down there, and up it came, and that's how it looked.
That's right.
I like to explain things simple for the people out there, you know?
Yeah, flipping burgers.
Mother Nature, having a barbecue, boom, no need to change it. You can tell it's the summer season here. After this, I'm going to sit by the pool.
Yeah.
All right? You can also tell this show's been longer than an hour because I'm talking complete. All right. This next. We have another piece. Sorry. We do have another Ceylon sapphire.
One more.
Let's not forget that. Wow. Beautiful piece. Again, an unheated Ceylon. We don't see a lot of pear shapes.
No, we certainly don't.
We don't see a lot of pear shapes in the sapphire.
We don't see a lot of mounts with those size diamonds either, Ronnie. Are those marquise?
They look like solitaires. But
yeah, we'll just take each one out and make another ring.
Galen, I think we might have messed up here, my friend.
Yeah, that mount looks a little bit rich for this show.
They all look a bit rich for this show, but this one's scaring me.
It's scaring.
Did you put this in there?
She's
nodding her head. Yeah. That is gorgeous.
Beautiful. I love that.
Absolutely gorgeous. If I tell you the mount is worth more than what we're selling the piece for, that is a fact. Those diamonds are beautiful. Brand new piece. Again, all of these pieces are brand new. I haven't really said that. Everything that we've shown is brand new. Gorgeous piece. Absolutely stunning. I want that.
I love that stone, the mount.
Just as a piece of jewelry.
Exceptional. Yeah. Just to look at it is beautiful.
We're all in shock over here.
We've done it again, right?
How many people at home are the same as us right now? Just sat there like, whoa.
Plenty.
Whoa. Let us know if you want the details on that piece. Email us at contact@capflorence.com and you'll find out all about it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That is a gorgeous piece. That should be double the price, even at the Don's Club. That should be double the price we're at.
Add a zero.
If people won't be talking to us at home,
that's right.
They too want to add zeros.
Stop adding zeros.
We won't add zeros. That was Galen's idea. When you call Galen and you speak to him, you tell him what you think about that.
Yeah, we'll take a poll.
All right. These next handful of pieces, I think there's 5 or 6. We don't have 2 of them, or maybe we've shown the variety already, but I wanted to... we were putting the show together and I was like, we can't not show that, and we can do it at this price.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put some pieces in there for you that I think you're going to enjoy. I really, really do. Let's show the first one on.
Yeah, some of these are really...
we pushed the whole show. This next part...
We're really pushing the envelope here. What is that?
Pushing the envelope?
I've never heard that. I think that's the phrase.
That's a southern thing, I think.
I don't know.
All right, let's push the envelope. Let's go.
Now, these stones are uncommon. This particular stone coming out of the country of Mali. It produces an amazing yellowish green, super vibrant, unbelievable gem. This particular garnet will blow your mind with dispersion. It will rival the dispersion coming out of the demantoid garnet. It is one of the highest dispersions of any garnet in the world. Cap Florence has cut this down from an 11 carat to a 6.55 carat. Flawless, perfect precision Cap Florence cut. The stone explodes with life. When you're talking about fire and luster and you're a collector of garnets, you must have a Mali garnet in your collection. Unfortunately, getting them is almost impossible. 2 carat, 3 carats are difficult. 5 carat up, unheard of. They are much less common than savarites. They're much less common than androdites. They're a different species. They come out of, the Mali region and they disperse fire like you've never seen. I can tell you now, whoever buys this garnet will thank me, because once you put it on your finger, it doesn't matter which light source you're in, it's going to explode. Take this under candlelight and holy moly, I hope you're wearing your Ray-Bans. Take it outside under the sun and you better be wearing 2 pairs of sunglasses. I tell you, it disperses fire like no tomorrow. There is no optical distortion of light. It moves through the crystal structure extremely quickly, and it's because of the Cap Florence cutting that it's blinding. I mean, this is blinding garnet. Unbelievable rarity, extremely difficult to find. This stone coming out of my personal collection. If you want the best, this beats all the rest and takes home the Dispersion Award as one of the highest, most bright garnets out there.
Beautiful, beautiful piece there. Absolutely gorgeous dispersion.
Yeah, speaking of rare garnet, Ron.
Yeah, Myali garnet.
Wow.
Whew. Fire. Don said you don't need 1 pair of Ray-Bans, you need 2. He wasn't lying. There are other sunglass brands available.
You need like a welder's mask, you know?
You're right.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Welder's masks and 2 pairs of Ray-Bans. That was fire.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful,
Really,
beautiful
really
piece.
beautiful.
This next gem, bring it up, is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the color. Unheated Montepuez Jedi Pink Spinel. This is just all about vibrancy. Okay, this is, if you were to just imagine pink and draw a picture, if you'd never seen it before, how could you draw it if you've never seen it before? Anyway, you know what I mean. That is pink. That is pink, 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 pink. That sapphire is gorgeous. I think I said spinel the first time. My apologies. Sapphire. That is a beautiful, vibrant, electric pink sapphire that has crystallization, 2 carats, O2. The color is just electric. It really is. That's all about the color, that gem.
Yeah, that's really exceptional color, Ronnie, like you said.
All these different locations that we've seen pink sapphire from here today. We've seen so many different pink sapphires. Padparadscha sapphire, blue sapphire. We've seen spinels. We've seen Paraibas. When I said this is the biggest variety that we've ever had, I wasn't joking.
No, hand on heart, it has been. And
this is the biggest.
Anyone who's stuck with us, they're seeing it now. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Every piece is something that normally we wouldn't even be able to bring to you. So
yep, keep it rolling.
Incredible.
This next piece, we don't get a lot of blue zircon, and we'll leave Don's voice in on this one so that he can explain exactly why. One of my favorite gemstones, actually, because I just think for the when you get it, the best quality of it, it's a beautiful, beautiful gemstone, and it has that look of that blue diamond, and it just has fire, dispersion. It's really, truly is one of my favorites. So let's see it.
15 karat, flawless, top color, the best cutting that anybody has ever put on any gemstone in the world. The Cap Florence cut, the most unforgiving when it goes to weight preservation. This stone is perfect. It is like a blue diamond. You have to understand that she loses 50% of the weight from the original stone when I give it to her to get this. This was a 32 karat gem. She has cut it to a 15 karat. This is nuts, but it looks perfectly like a diamond. You have to understand why nobody cuts zircon like a diamond, because it loses so many shades of color. But if the color of that zircon is perfect to begin with, it will be something that will blow your mind. And that is what you're looking at. One of the finest dispersions, brilliance, fire, ever to come out of this gem type. It is really mind-boggling what she does with her cutting. You've got 1.5 carats of D Flawless surrounding that zircon, and you know you can put D Flawless with Cap Florence blue zircon because she cuts it so perfectly. Normal blue zircons, if you look at all of them, they're all heavy on the bottom. Not Cap Florence. It is precision like a diamond. So you get that fire, that reflection of light, that perfection, and everything you want out of a ring of this caliber. Aeronautically engineered from the cutting all the way to the making of the jewelry. Perfect textbook Cap Florence.
You see what I mean about blue zircon when you get the finest material?
Yeah.
And it's cut to perfection. in a cat cut, wrapped in deflawless diamonds. It's truly one of the most beautiful things you can buy.
Yeah, that's cat to a T, right?
Yeah,
Taking
gorgeous.
a 32 karat stone and down to 14.8. So
No, crazy.
really insane.
Absolutely insane. Talking
Especially
about
for that material.
Yeah. Talking about crazy. If you got the email and text, you know the one price in this show. All right? You know that every single piece in this show was one price. If you didn't, shame on you. Contact at catflorence.com. You'll find out.
Find out now.
All right? Because this next piece, not for love nor money, could you ever replace it, find at this price. I'm not even going to talk. Look, this is simple. If you want something you'll never see again at a price that you couldn't replace for 5 times, this is it. Believe me or don't believe me, it's up to you. I don't really mind. Nor care. All right? This is insane. We're going to leave Don's voice on it because I want him to explain it to you and watch this piece be gone. Be gone. Let's see.
Now, this is a very unique Trapeze emerald. Look at the crystallization in the stone. You can see how it's alive, how it's light. It's truly remarkable. Then you've got that perfect 6 rays, the way the actual crystal in the Boyaca Highlands was formed. It is a rare Trapeze emerald. And what I really love about it is look at the center. You got that hexagonal connecting all the lines together. So you got that 6-piece hexagonal sphere right in the center with the 6 lines running down it. The emerald is crystallized. It is rare. This is 33.15 carats. So it's humongous. You got 2.31 carats of flawless diamonds. So the mount alone setting you back close to 18K just for the mounts. Cost just for the mounting 18K. Now, how much do you value a Trapeze? 33 crystallized 33.15 carat Trapeze emerald from the Boyaca Highlands. Very, very uncommon. This is something you don't see a lot of. We buy the Muso material, we get it, we cut it, and I tell you, very few stones are this clarity and have this particular Trapeze running through the crystal structure. So this is an uncommon phenomenon. It is unique. It is a big ring, sits on the hand, but what's really interesting about it is emerald doesn't get this crystallized, and very rarely do we see it that it absorbs light like that. And that's what makes it extremely unique and interesting. So if you like one of the rarest Trapezes, and I tell you now, you will never see a lot of Trapeze emerald at Cap Florence because she's too picky. She wants it clean. She wants the lines perfect. She wants the rare phenomenons that are within the stone. And they're so few and far between. This is a rare type of gemstone to get perfect because basically what you're looking at is the way the crystal structure grew and to make sure that everything aligned perfectly with the hand of Mother Nature. Very uncommon, beautiful piece, sits on the hand, amazing, and it's a big, big gem.
Me and Galen were just having a little giggle to ourselves there for a second, because if you find out how much that piece is going for, we might not be here tomorrow. I'm not sure that none of the pieces should have been in this show.
If there's one that is absolutely incorrect, it is that one. All right.
Not going to happen again. That's sold. I'm telling you, that is sold. If that doesn't sell, just put it in your pocket, get it, we're taking it home. No one will know.
That's right.
Nobody will know we put it in the show. Let's go on to the next piece. We've only got a few more pieces to show you now, guys. Vanadium Chrysoberyl. Now, everybody thinks, Alexandrite is a type of Chrysoberyl.
Right.
Everybody thinks Alexandrite is the rarest. To get vanadium Chrysoberyl is even the trace element vanadium inside Chrysoberyl to give it that luster and pop and fire. You see the luster there in the pop? You don't see that in Alexandrite.
No.
Okay, you don't see that in Alexandrite. Wrapped in a beautiful mount there by Cat Florence as well. We got a carat 19 in the D flawless diamonds. Beautiful heart shape. We get so many people.
I was going to say, and the heart shape.
We get so many people asking for heart shapes. Sing us a bit of Unbreak My Heart, Galen.
I might be in Music City, but I don't have a voice for that. So.
Not one of us does here. All ears is worse than all of us put together.
Yeah, you still catch us singing along sometimes.
We will sometimes. Beautiful piece, 14.42 grams of 18 karat gold, gorgeous heart shape, Beautiful color, crystallization, fire in that piece as well.
Awesome.
Those Chrysoberyls are rare and collectible, and that's why we wanted to put it in at this price point. Forget about it. You can't see it.
Yeah,
you won't
that's
see
a
it
big
again.
one too, Ronnie.
Crazy. All right. This is the last piece that we're going to show with our Gem Hunter's voice. And then we've got one more piece, and we're done. But don't go anywhere, because the last piece, I want to show you something. All right, let's show this piece.
Oh, now this stone has been confusing for the gemologist. This one's been tricky. Now, this stone has been confused with the Mogok stone tract multiple times. It has the same fluorescent structure. It looks identical. The inclusions, everything looks internally under 500 times magnification, the same as the Mogok stone tract. I'm going to be fully transparent. This stone is from Mozambique. If you looked at the stone that just broke the world record for ruby as a whole, it comes out of that particular part of Mozambique. Very high fluorescence. It looks identical to the material coming out of the Mogok stone tract in Burma. It's a 1.5 carat, perfect cut, perfectly crystallized, top gem quality, pigeon blood red ruby. And it's got that Jedi distinction because it looks like spinel. It's so dispersive. It looks like a Burma stone, and gemologists have confused it as a Burma stone. The current certificate, they wanted to put Burma on the origin. I told them it's from Mozambique, so we agreed because they couldn't tell and they didn't believe it was from Mozambique at the time. So we just left origin off the certificate. But guys, if you want a ruby that is special, I am telling you, it is from Mozambique. I could probably take it to another lab if you really want and get Mozambique put on it, but I wasn't going to argue with Bella Ferron, the French lab at the time, because they just couldn't believe that Mozambique produces this type of open color, which it does. And like all locations of the world, gemstones, it really depends on the percentages. You will find rubies, like the current world record of Mozambique, the current world record of ruby right now is Mozambican origin, not Burma any longer. And the same happened with Brazilian Paraiba versus, for example, Mozambique Paraiba. You know, they're catching up in price because demand is constantly growing. And the same happened with Sri Lankan sapphire and Madagascar sapphire. Some Madagascar sapphires look quite similar, especially the material that was found down in the Ilakaka range. It looks like Sri Lanka, and prices have caught up as well with Sri Lanka. So it's really about supply and demand, especially when you're dealing with these rare unheated stones, right? This is a fully certified unheated 1.5 carat vivid red pigeon blood. It is special, it is alive, it is electric, and the price is illegal. Because I base everything here at the Don's Club off of the cost I paid for the stone. And I export a tremendous amount of rough out of Mozambique. But when I see one of these rare colors, I hold on to it, and I charge myself the same cost per gram that I charged for the whole lot when I sold it. So guys, whoever gets this is getting a deal. The quality is there, the color is there, and this is a ruby that will make you proud.
All right, gorgeous piece, guys. If you want to know the price of all of these pieces and that one, email us at contact@catflorence.com. Find out that Don's Club price. All right, we're going into the last item of this show. Now, if you watched our live show yesterday, we were naughty boys, Galen.
I think we've been all week.
We were naughty boys, my friend. I don't know what that was, but we did something we weren't supposed to do. All right? We did something we weren't supposed to do. We took, I think it was like 29, 30 brand new pieces of Zoltanite, never seen before Zoltanite. All right? And we showed them. They were all supposed to be going to distributors. They're already accounted for. They're now only half accounted for.
Yeah, we whacked those retail prices.
Gone. We've got a small amount left. All right, and I'm only going to show you one piece of Zoltanite, but if you look at the bottom of this show, at this one price point, I think there's 4 or 5 pieces that we were able to put into this price point. I don't know if they should be at this price point. I don't think they should. In fact, I know they shouldn't, because they're about to go to a distributors, well, CAT's distributors around the world, and they're already accounted for, and they will sell at the retail price. They are slated to sell at the full retail price, and they're already gone because the demand is so high.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is it. We will not have, I said to you yesterday, we have no more Zoltanite. I showed every single piece that Cat Florence had in Zoltanite yesterday. We weren't even supposed to show them. They ship out on Monday. We won't see them again. So really, this is your last chance of these Zoltanite pieces. Truly, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. They are leaving on Monday. So please, Tuesday morning, don't ask for them because I won't be able to get them back. All right, we're going to show you one piece, and if you want to see the others, they're on the website right now. Let's take a look. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yes, sir.
What a piece.
Hand-picked.
Hand-picked. I feel like it's just hand-stolen.
Hand-robbed.
Hand-stolen.
Is that why you slapped your hand?
Hand-stolen in Nashville. It's going to be hand-sold in Nashville, too.
That's right.
9 carats of Zoltanite. The color in that Ashercut. Pooh! Absolutely beautiful. Look at it. Yeah. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous stone. The way each facet displays a different color. Kiwi greens. You're going to see canary yellows, raspberries, cognacs. That gem. And then you've got 2.31 carats of D flawless diamond. As a piece of jewelry, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, Ronnie asked me, he said, which Zoltanite do you want to put in last? And I said, you know which one.
Yeah, and he didn't even he just looked at me. He did that condescending thing he does. All right? He just looked at me. You know which one.
You know which one.
You know. I said, all right, let's get it.
All right, it's in.
Let's do it. Listen, you can't get a little bit in trouble. You're either in trouble or you're not. And I seem to spend most of the time in trouble, but...
Yeah. Show has not done us any favors, but hey...
You guys at home,
favors for you.
See how I'm doing that there without lifting my arm? There's a reason for that. It's hot in here. Woo! Guys, unbelievable piece. Zoltanite, one of the rarest gems in the world. Ashercut, cut to perfection by Cat Florence. Designed to perfection by Cat Florence. That is just a beautiful piece of jewelry. And the price point is insane.
Yeah, forget about it.
Go and look at Zoltanite.com. You'll see how much these pieces, just the stone, will sell. We're nowhere near that. All right, come back. Guys, it's been an absolute blast. I've had a great time. This event is not over. Okay, we're just getting started. I don't know what's coming up next. I'll be honest with you. You never know we're done.
No.
We never know. That's one of the beauties of this. We never know what's going to happen next.
We just show up and it's, this is what you'll be doing today.
Yep, and this is what we do.
This is what we do.
Who are we to question?
No.
But really, it's been a fantastic event so far. We're not going anywhere. We've still got some, I think there's still some stuff in the game here. Is it going to be?
Yeah, absolutely.
So stay tuned. If there's anything in this show that you want the details for, myself, Galen, Janie, Michael, around the world, we're all here to help you. If there's anything from the grand event below this show, throughout the whole event, that you will need any more details on, we're not here for a long time, all right? We do have maybe another day or two in the show. I don't know exactly how long it is. We never know. But if there's anything you want to know, just let us know, okay?
Yeah, please
Contact at catflorence.com. Guys, thank you. Thank you, everybody that's helped us. Thank you, guys at home. Without you, none of this is possible. So thank you.